Welcome to the marketplace. Coming up, banks write off 2.416 billion cedis as bad debt in the first 8 months of this year. Also ahead, interest rates surge for the 34th week running to hit 33.34%. We'll have the latest auction results of treasury bills by the Bank of Ghana. Plus, the Bank of Ghana to sustain dollar support for banks this week as it takes new measures to address the sudden pressure on the cedi. My name is Daryl. Kwawu. Thanks for being with us. Details coming up. Banks wrote off 2.416 billion cedis as bad debt in the first 8 months of this year, about 36.4% growth over the previous year. That's according to highlights of banks' income statement by the Bank of Ghana. This is compared with 1.713 billion cedis of bad loans recorded in the first 6 months of this year. Here's more in this business desk analysis.
The provisioning was made up of loan losses, depreciation, among others. According to the Bank of Ghana, the banking industry's asset quality weakened during the period under review, reflected by the pickup in the non-performing loan stock and non-performing loan ratio. The industry's NPL ratio rose to 20% in August 2023 from 14.3% in August 2022. However, adjusted for the fully provisioned loan loss category, the industry's NPL ratio increased sharply to 9% from 3.8% during the same review period due to increasing shares of both substandard and doubtful loans in the NPL stock. The rise in the NPL ratio was attributable to the higher growth in the NPL stock relative to the growth in total loans during the reference period. The banking industry's NPL stock increased by 53.6% to 14.5 billion cedis in August 2023 from 9.5 billion cedis in August 2022. This is partly reflecting the revaluation of foreign currency NPLs as well as deterioration in some domestic currency loans.
Rates surged for the 34th week running, according to the latest auction of treasury bills by the Bank of Ghana. The higher interest rates culminated in the elevated demand for short-term financial instruments, enabling the government to achieve a 35.16% oversubscription of T-bills. Head of Trading at Republic Securities, Patrick Edem Agama, joins me on Zoom with more. So, Edem, higher interest rates resulting in elevated demand for short-term financial instruments. Tell us how the auction went last Friday. Can you hear me, Adam? Not too sure if Adam can hear me, but we are just talking about the Treasury bills auction from last Friday and the fact that the government recorded an oversubscription of 35.16%. We are also hearing that interest rates continue to surge, and that is as a result of elevated demand for short-term financial instruments. If you can hear me one more time, Adam, how did the auction go last Friday?
Yes, Daryl, I can hear you. On the money market last week, we noticed that the government raised a total of 2.9 billion Ghana cedis against a target of 2.2 billion, recording about 21% oversubscription. The government accepted more than 700 million more of the base tendered against its initial target. Again, we've seen that the 91-day was the most desired instrument, recording about 24.77 basis point jump to close at 29.7%. We saw the 182-day following, recording a jump by 17.55 basis point to close at 31.6%. And then the 364-day bill cleared at 33.2%, increasing by 12.68 basis points.
Well, meanwhile, investment in treasury bills now, we are told, constitutes the bank's largest investment portfolio. According to the September 2023 Monetary Policy Report, the share of T-bills grew sharply to 51% in August 2023 from 17.8% in August 2022. Your thoughts on this, Patrick? Is this good? Are there risks to this?
Well, there are risks to too much exposure to one particular instrument or one particular issuer. We've seen this in what happened last year and what we went through earlier this year. The bonds market has been largely unstable. We saw the DDP bonds remaining unattractive to investors and also banks. So with increasing treasury bill rates, it becomes more attractive for banks to push more money into those instruments. We can see that if regulation permits, banks should look at other options like corporate bonds, Euro bonds, especially in the stable markets, and also consider US Treasuries if possible.
Well, let's turn to the stock market. Ecobank Ghana is expected to continue its dominance due to strong market demand. What's happening with Ecobank Ghana?
Ecobank is recording increasing demand on the market. We are seeing that weakening every time. And also we see that stocks like GCB, Societe, and MTN are also seeing the opposite side. That's the sales side increasing every week. We expect this trend to continue, but largely there has been a new wave on the market where there are more focus on the banking stocks, and we are trying to see how the third quarter financials will affect these stocks in the market.
Anything else we should be on the lookout for this week?
Well, this week government is still targeting about 2.2 billion in the money market, and we expect that to be oversubscribed as well.
Thank you so much, Patrick Edemagama, Head of Trading at Republic Securities. So the Bank of Ghana has indicated its preparedness to sustain the increase in dollar support for commercial banks this week. This is what Joy Business has picked up from persons close to the central bank and some bank treasurers. Here's George Affe with more.
The Bank of Ghana was heavy on the market in terms of dollar support for the commercial bank. This, according to some of the bank treasurers that Joy Business has engaged, could be one of the main reasons for the sudden slowdown in the rate of depreciation against the dollar compared to some 2 weeks ago. Joy Business understands the central bank will increase the level of support for the commercial banks to deal with the sudden demand for dollars. The Bank of Ghana is also looking at carrying out its dollar auction for the bulk or distribution firms this week, another measure that would help deal with the current pressure on the Ghana cedi. The Bank of Ghana believes this, together with other measures, should help slow the rate of depreciation of the Ghana cedi against the US dollar. Officials of the Bank of Ghana have also told Joy Business that there is no need to panic as the outlook of the local currency remains favorable. This is due to the expected inflows from the World Bank, the IMF, and the African Development Bank on the end of next month. Central Bank believes that it has also been able to build some gold reserves over the last month that would put it in a strong position to also defend the Ghana cedi in the coming months, especially the first quarter of next year.
Well, we have been reporting on the Akosombo Dam spillage over the past 2 weeks. It looks like there's some good news coming, some help for the victims. Serene Insurance, a member of the First Guy Group Limited, has introduced a pioneering life insurance policy designed to provide comprehensive coverage in case of death for victims of flooding in the 3 town districts in the Volta region. This new policy, named the Group Personal Accident Policy, which offers a total benefit of 2.5 million Ghana cedis, seeks to ease the financial burden faced by flood victims in case as a result of the Akosombo Dam spillage by the Volta River Authority. Here's more in this report.
CEO of Serene Insurance, Mercy Nakoshi Bwampo, emphasized the company's commitment to supporting the communities during these crucial moments.
We realized that as a result of the spillage and the ensuing flooding, people may lose their lives. And as much as the government and other entities will come in to support materially, we thought that we should put together a package which will be paid out to the beneficiaries of any person who loses their life or his life as a result of this flooding. So the total, we are looking at an estimated number of 500 persons being covered. It's an open policy, but we are looking at the possibility of paying up to 500 people. The benefit per person is 5,000 Ghana cedis in the event of death. So the total cover is what is the 2.5 million cedis. So the benefits in the event of death, anybody who loses his life or her life in the course of this situation, the benefit to that beneficiaries is 5,000 Ghana cedis. But we are looking at estimated, at this stage, the initial cover we have provided is for up to 500 people. 500 deaths.
The group chairman, Mr. Eric Sadi Kutoche, said the initiative by Serene Insurance aligns with the broader movement in the insurance industry.
Serene Insurance, they have also come out with a package, an insure life package for any victim that will be affected by way of death. As a result of this spillage, they will be fully compensated.
The First Sky Group Limited also presented relief items worth 1 million Ghana cedi to the affected communities. Ivy Satoji, Joy News, Bato.
All right, you're watching The Marketplace. Over the next 2 weeks, we're going to have special conversations. We've dubbed it the Joy Business Summit, and we're going to begin with this interesting one. Now, the last few years have been characterized by an overwhelming amount of change for customers and marketplaces. Organizations have struggled to catch up and keep pace with customers' evolving needs and expectations. Now, such disruptions have also required all types of organizations to engage their target customers in new ways with digital technology. Now, digital has become ingrained in the customer experience. Here to talk about the evolving technology and its impact on customer experiences, Head of Digital and Inclusive Banking at CalBank, Martha Akwe. Great to have you in studio. Welcome to the first edition of the Joy Business Summit. And so, tell us how technology has transformed customer service in recent years.
All right. So thank you, first of all, to your viewers. It's a pleasure to be here. And let me first speak to customer experience. It's very pivotal in actually sustaining and growing a business. And until such recognition is given to it, it takes an organization time to really reap the benefits, which of course will include sales, patronage, and increase in revenue. And technology has come a long way to make this very easy. The convenience technology is creating now with regards to customer service has a great impact on customer experience. I would like to pick it from personalization point of view when it comes to technology.
Okay.
This is where an organization is getting the opportunity to actually study customer data, get good information on the customer, and out of that knowledge, be able to create products and services to meet the customer's need. And personalization is very critical in technology when you want to advance in it and use it to delight your customers. I would also pick it from, I didn't mention data analytics. That is a very strong technology function that is helping businesses today in delighting the customer and creating good customer experience for your customer. This is where you're able to pick good data from your own systems, and out of that data, you're able to understand your customers better and be able to deliver what excites your customer and creates value for your customer. I mean, when you look at banking, everybody will say there are same products everywhere. But then it comes to a time where, because you've personalized, you have good data, you're actually able to design specific products for specific segments to make sure that their needs are being met. I would also touch on social media. It's a good technology we are all using. Today we are all carrying smartphones, being on one social media platform or the other. It actually creates a very good avenue to enhance customer experience. The impact is enormous because when you look at phone penetration and the number of people on social media, it tells you how many people you can reach as a business if you're using that technology platform to try and reach companies and try and deliver value to your customers. So technology's impact on customer experience cannot be over-exaggerated at all. It really creates a lot of convenience. It makes everything seamless for your customer. And that is what every customer is looking for.
Okay, I want you to talk a bit more about some of the key technologies that have significantly impacted customer service over time.
I did mention smartphone technology.
Yeah.
It could be an Android application, could be an iOS, whatever application you have sitting on your smartphone. It has actually created an avenue to be able to pick good information as a user, and not only that, but also enjoy other services from businesses. I take it from even from the banking perspective. Smartphone has become a very good avenue for us to allow our customers to enjoy self-service, platforms where we are creating mobile apps for our customers, and it's really based on smartphone technology. So with a mobile app, a customer is able to not only open accounts from a bank, but also do other transactions with the bank. Aside from that, there's also the USSD bit also riding on smartphones for bankers. And it's actually giving a lot of value. When you see the number of transactions on USSD platforms and mobile apps, it will tell you that it's become a very good technology platform that customers are utilizing and businesses are actually using to also reach their customers. So smartphone technology is one. We can also talk about artificial intelligence in technology. That's a big one. But basically, it entails using chatbots and also virtual assistants to try and reach your customers and engage them. So the fun about chatbots is the fact that it takes a lot of resource commitment from a company or a business. In the case of recruiting so many people, you are using a chatbot to reduce that load on you in terms of cost, and then load in terms of resources, and still be able to engage your customer. And customers have become very used to chatbots and then the virtual assistants they receive. They send their inquiries and they're actually expecting and waiting. Research has shown for about 4 hours, they are patiently waiting to hear from their bank, to hear from a particular business they're engaging with.
Yeah.
And that is something that you cannot take away. So artificial intelligence, chatbots, and virtual assistants is very prominent in the technology space now, and businesses are actually riding on it to reach their customers and actually offer good service experience to customers. So it's one of the technologies we can look at. Then I mentioned customer relationship management tools.
Okay.
I mean, it's allowing you to actually analyze and also manage the customer journey, the customer life cycle for a particular service, could be a product. But customer relationship management tools have become very important because in trying to offer good customer experience, the customer relationship management is key. If you're not managing your customer well, you're not managing your buyer well, or somebody who patronizes your product well, of course, you can expect that good customer experience is not going to come out of that. So it is also very important to look at CRM when we are thinking of technology tools that can actually help to deliver good customer experience and service.
I want to pick up on artificial intelligence, and I mean, you talk about chatbots and all of that, because I think that we are stepping into that era. It's becoming a big thing right now. And of course, people are also very hesitant, considering the risks they perceive
Yes.
about artificial intelligence. And so how is that going to change the landscape of customer service, do you think?
For me, it's changing it already. And yes, taking from where you left off, it's scary because artificial intelligence is where machines are learning and picking intelligence and being able to put out some good information out there, actually offer service.
Yeah.
I mean, today when you look at social media, in the past it was just about WhatsApping and saying hi, how are you doing? But today we are transacting on WhatsApp. So I can understand the scare there, but then it's still secured. And one thing chatbots and all the virtual assistants is doing now is actually creating more efficiency in delivering service. That one cannot be overlooked. But then, like I said, there's also the security bit, and we won't get to we discuss the challenges of artificial intelligence and all the technology evolutions we are seeing. We can also look into that. But my point remains that it is secured. But of course, reliability in terms of security falls on the company or the business as well as the individual. So we all have a responsibility to play, a role to play in making sure that we are secured. But the efficiency it creates in delivering service cannot be overlooked. You can see that chatbot is actually allowing for organizations, companies to deliver service beyond regular service hours. In banking, today after the bank closes, you don't need to necessarily end your banking activities for the day. You can always go onto one platform or the other and then do your transactions. That is where technology, also called omnichannel, comes in. Omnichannel is where customers are expecting to interact with their companies or businesses through different means, phone, email, online, and all the others. Chatbot allows you to do that, can go to sleep, people are still doing business, life is running, you don't necessarily need to be there, of course.
And you say you can secure,
Yeah, so let's pick WhatsApp banking, for instance.
Okay.
It's a chatbot kind of banking. And before a customer can do transactions on that platform, there's always the need for a PIN. It is not chatting like your regular, how are you, I'm fine, and then you know. For every transaction on the platform, you need to input a PIN. Some services actually go a step further where you are inputting a one-time password, and that is known to you alone. So these are measures that have been put in place for chatbot engagements just to create some sort of security. Even in the bank, regular chats, when you engage your bank to find out some information about your account, there are details that we ask for that is known to only the customer. And I want to believe strongly that other businesses will have some sort of reference and identification that are peculiar to the particular person doing business with them. And all these are ways that you can use to make sure that you are securing customer data. Because the fear here is data breach, where there are leaks, there are hacks, and customers are worried. But there's always a way to secure it. But
all right. Let's talk about challenges that businesses face in implementing and integrating technology in their customer service strategies. What are some of the challenges you think?
From where I sit, if I may speak from business point of view, I believe strongly budgeting is a challenge. I say this because technology comes at quite a high cost, and maintaining it comes at a high cost. I know someone who says that technology people develop A, the moment they have to turn it into B, they are charging you for it, and that has cost implications. So for businesses striving to use technology to improve customer service, there should be the expectation that budget will be impacted. They need to make provision in terms of budgeting for that space. Aside from that, I see also data security, which you mentioned. And for every organization seeking to use technology to deliver service experience or good customer service should make sure to tick the security boxes. All the possible security measures must be adopted to make sure that the customer or the user is safe. And I of course, my field is banking, so I would always use that to explain the scenario better. But every transaction happens with a security authentication. It could be a PIN, could be an OTP, could be a password, but that provision is always made. And for other businesses looking to do that, they might want to look at specific security areas they can adopt to make sure that the customer is safe. Let me also touch on lack of skilled workforce, especially in our region.
Okay.
So not a lot of people are into technology. Gradually the numbers are increasing, but I believe strongly that as a country, industries, we can also look at how we grow more people into the technology space so that the workforce is available to support technology initiatives and integrations. And then finally, resistance to change. Resistance to change is quite an interesting one.
Tell me about it.
So I would not say Ghanaians, but I think most people do struggle to adapt to technology and the changes. It could also be because of the fast evolution. Every day something new comes up and the customer is actually wondering if he's safe or she's safe. So people most of the time will be resisting a change into a new technology, and then as an organization or business trying to use that to delight the customer becomes a struggle. But then it's not far-fetched. A lot of education will help to counter that resistance. But it is a big issue, even in the banking sector and I believe other sectors as well.
Well, I don't know how people expect to survive without technology these days. I mean, it's a digital, a real digital world. Yeah. We're going to continue our conversation tomorrow. Thank you so much, Martha Akwe, Head of Digital and Inclusive Banking at Kwawu Bank. Join us for the first in a series of our conversations we've dubbed the Joy Business Summit. We are going to be talking about the evolving technology and its impact on customer service or customer experience. That conversation is continuing tomorrow. So really glad you're able to join us, and we'll speak tomorrow as well. Well, we have other stories for you this afternoon. In a bid to ensure sustainable healthcare systems, players in the medical industry have been entreated to conform to the standardized healthcare equipment procurements in the Administration of Healthcare Delivery. According to Flock Pharma, which is a leading supplier of medical equipment to major health facilities in Ghana, it is imperative to always look out for equipment standardization to improve workflow efficiency. Ted Kwapna Kenny is Chief Executive Officer.
One of the ways we can step in to solve this is to make sure that they are buying quality equipments which have been verified, standardized by the Food and Drugs Authority in Ghana. Our regions are verified and standardized. like I said, there's a lot of proliferation. A lot of people just carry any medical device and bring it into the country. And this is a very critical part of a very critical industry, and we need to have standardization across it. So, like Dr. Wimbonu is saying, policies are being sent to Parliament to actually work on this so that we have a standardized playing ground. So that, because a lot of people are opening labs, like I said, there are a lot of people who are selling glucose test kits, malaria test kits, which have not been registered by the FDA. The fact that they have not been registered by the FDA, which means the standardization authority in this country is not saying it's fit for use. So this is one of the things reasons why we are doing this conference. The public, whenever you are buying a self-test kit, one of the things you should ask is it FDA certified? It's a very important metric. If you are going to a hospital, are these test kits, are these equipments which are used, have they been certified by the FDA?
All right, now as part of Customer Service Week celebration and commemoration of the 2023 Breast Care Awareness Month, Star Assurance has organized a health screening exercise for residents of Kokomlemle and its environs. Now, according to Chief Executive Boatima Boafo-Ewa, the exercise forms part of the company's corporate social responsibility and is a way of giving back to society.
Assurance Limited organized a free breast and health screening exercise for customers and residents in Kokomlemle. The company also helped the resident to get registered under the National Health Insurance Scheme. In an interview, Chief Executive of Star Assurance Limited, Boatima Boafo-Ewa, said the exercise is geared towards ensuring the well-being of the resident and the community they operate in.
This month, October, is our Customer Service Month. As well, we all know that this month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so we've taken this opportunity today, to have a health screening for the community. Star Assurance has been here for over 20 years in Kokomlemle, so we believe that it's not just about doing business, but also ensuring that our community, we care and take care of our community. So today we have National Health Insurance Scheme, who are here to register everybody that needs to be registered for free. We also have Rabito Clinic, who is on site to help us do a thorough health check.
National Agency Manager of the company, Ebenezer Ikuya-Mwabuatin, urged the residents to purchase insurance covers to protect their lives and properties.
We try to explain to the general public the importance of protecting a property, because if I could buy a car at a certain amount, and I know that I don't control risk and what happens on the road. And so if I have spent such an amount to buy such a property, I need to protect that property. And in protecting that property, it is through insurance. So that is what we do. We let you understand that you have spent some money to buy this valuable asset that needs to be protected. So we come in, explain to you, buy the insurance, sell it to you, and then we use that to protect you, protect your life, and even the next person that is a third party on the road.
The day-long exercise benefited clients, employees, and residents of Kokomlemle.
And that's our program, everyone. Thanks for watching. We'll be back same time tomorrow.